Hi, Angela here with temporaryhomeschooling.com by the Alt Ed Marketplace. Today in this video, we're going to talk about sample plans, how they work, how to use them. We're going to actually walk through an example. All right, so we have taken your daily plan recipe, right? This is a specific formula, kind of a choose your own adventure formula for creating daily schedules based on your homeschooling goals and your children's ages. So this has been included in your homeschooling kit, but we've also used this formula or this recipe to generate two sample plans. So there's a sample plan A and a sample plan B that are both included in your temporary homeschooling kit. And today we're going to review an example of one of the sample plans and talk a little bit about how it works. So here's an example of a sample A plan. Your activity icons, these might be different, right? Everybody's got a slightly different mix. It all depends on what you have told us about your homeschooling goals and your kids' your child's age, but everything else should be the same, okay? So you'll notice that it says sample plan up here, so you'll be able to identify sample plan A versus B. And so let's get started. So the first thing that I do is I first print this out. So there is a printable that you can access in your homeschool kit. So if you print this out, you can either write on top of it and print out new ones each day, and you can hole punch them and put them in a binder, right, to keep track of all the work that you've been doing. Or you can print it out, put it in a plastic sleeve, and use a dry erase marker and reuse it every day. So those are two really great options for using the schedule, the daily plan. Okay. I like to put the date here in the middle, but you could put just as easily put your child's name. So Ava's day versus Andrew's day, right? You could put Monday, you could put Tuesday, whatever you wanted to put here. Again, I like to put the date. Okay. So we start out the day here at 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. with this morning segment. And for us, we have a checklist that we do. It helps our kids be independent. They can self-serve breakfast, they feed the pets, etc. You could also just as easily put some sort of morning ritual or stretching, right? There's all types of things that you can put in this little morning segment. Just kind of waking up, maybe getting some breakfast, getting ready to start the day. Next is segment A. So in this segment, you'll see this little target here. That's setting goals, right? And then this little guy right here is core skills. So what I like to do during setting goals, right, is we're going to definitely set our SMART goals, but I actually like to build out the day's schedule in that little huddle there. So I don't really do any pre-planning their days out, most days at least. And we actually will build this schedule or this plan together. So they'll get to choose the specific activities that we're going to fill out in just a minute. So that's what I like to do, but you could just as easily plan out the entire day or the entire week or a week's worth of these, however you like, right? So you can do as much or as little planning as you want. All right, so for us, my son, Andrew, is 5. And so for core skills, we decided in our huddle meeting, we decided for core skills that he was going to do the daily challenge game. So that's just a specific activity that can help him work on core skills like reading, writing, counting, right, math, etc. But you could just as easily plug in basically any activity that works on core skills, and you can access activity ideas in your homeschooling kit, or if you have your own ideas, that's great too. So that's what goes there. So for us, it was the daily challenge game. Next is we decided for snack time, we were going to have a little bit of enrichment. That's that little heart there. And for Andrew, he really is into space. So we decided that for our snack time, we're going to listen to an astronaut podcast this day. For segment B, for core skills, we decided, okay, we're going to continue the daily challenge game, and then we're also going to write our pen pal a letter. Those are two great examples of activities that are core skills activities, right, that we could plug in that are appropriate for a 5-year-old. After that, we have cleanup time. It's kind of a little mini cleanup. so that our house is in a total wreck by the end of the day. It also is a great way to reinforce the idea that we put things away after we're done with them before we start new activities, right? So feel free to, infuse or sprinkle in any kind of cleanup activities anywhere you want. But for us, at the end of segment B, that's kind of where we like to do it, the first cleaning anyways. All right, so for lunchtime, we also had an enrichment activity we wanted to do. And so this day we decided that we wanted to have a living room picnic and then go on a virtual museum tour, right? So again, that's one way to include enrichment activities into a meal or a snack. And so that's what we decided to do that day. For segment C, we decided after our goals check-in, that's what that little guy is right there. After we checked in on how we're doing on our goals, we were going to work on life skills, and the life skill we were going to work on specifically was how to do laundry. So Andrew is fascinated by our washing machine and really, really, really wants to be a big kid and know how to do laundry. And so that's one of the things that we were going to work on that day, right? Is learning how to do that. This could also easily be, for life skills, could just as easily be having them tag along with chores that you're already doing, right? And kind of teaching them as you go and having them learn and try it out and do. So, that's another easy, super easy way to incorporate life skills anytime you need to do that. So again, for us though, it was learning how to do laundry that day. All right, next is our transition activity. This is taking us from the higher level activities or higher energy, I should say, activities, and we're starting to wind down and head into our next segment, which is segment D. For us, a good way for us to wind down is to do Cosmic Kids yoga. This could be stretching, this could be anything else, any other activity that helps them get their wiggles out and takes them from being at a level of high activity down to a level of lower activity, being a little bit lower key, okay? So for the next segment, for segment D, we decided for quiet time, which is this little shh icon, for quiet time, we were going to do DEAR time. DEAR stands for drop everything and read. Now, if Andrew was young enough to nap, then he would certainly be napping at this time. We might read a book and then he would go down for a nap. But since he's not, he basically can grab as many books as he wants and he goes up into his bed and he has dear time where he reads quietly in his bed. So again, that's just one of the options for quiet time activities, so that you just pick whatever quiet time activities make the most sense for you and your kids. After quiet time is over, then we have another time where we're cleaning up the house and everything that we've gotten into over the last segment or two. And then we end the day with a with a reflection activity. For us, at the beginning of the day, we decided that when we were going to do our reflection, we were going to do the challenge donut reflection. And you'll notice that I actually have some space down here if you do want to record any of the reflection, daily reflection moments there. You can certainly record them, or you can just talk about them, right? But wanted you to know there was a space down here for you to record that. Next is the snack time, the afternoon snack. We decided that little star, that means free time. So we decided that was going to be totally free time. They get to choose what they do. The only stipulation on this day was that it had to be in the backyard. Next is pre-dinner. So for our pre-dinner activity, it was free time. Okay, and again, we had another still the same stipulation, actually, that you could do anything you wanted, but it had to be in the backyard. We do this primarily to get our kids out of our hair and get them out of the house while we prep dinner. Sometimes we'll have them help us prep dinner, but this day in particular, we said we want you to be outside and have some fun and have some good free time. So for dinner, we decided we were going to do spaghetti, and this is our family time. This is one of our big family times. We love to eat dinner together. We like to have good conversations, and we like to put our cell phones away and our screens away, and just try to have some good quality time, right? So you can add stipulations to this or not. You could have them help you plan the meal. What are we going to eat for dinner tonight, right? All kinds of fun ways to incorporate family time in that segment there. Next, we had the evening activity. We decided that was going to be family time and we were going to go for a family walk. This could be also family game night. This could be family movie night, right? Anything that you do as a family is a great activity to do in this evening slot here. And then finally, we ended our day with our bedtime checklist. Again, just like the morning checklist, this is helping them kind of wind down and close out their day without mom and dad micromanaging. We like to end our day with a book and we read together as a family. You could also do stretching. You could do any other sort of nighttime routine or ritual. Some people do snacks right before bed, right before brushing teeth. So this would be kind of up to you and your family and what works best. For us, it's that checklist there. Okay. So basically, this is the daily plan. Again, it starts as a blank plan, and you basically will take each one of these activities and you'll build out your day with the specific activities you're going to tackle, and you'll write those down on the outer perimeter here, and then you'll go about your day. So again, we've taken this recipe. We have generated two different sample plans. We just went over one specific one, but again, you've got two different ones in your homeschooling kit that you have access to help you get started. And so for more tips and tricks or additional activity ideas, feel free to visit temporaryhomeschooling.com, and we will see you next time.